April 3rd edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East here along with you. Let's start off with a live camera. This is a look at Winston-Salem State University, as you might expect in Winston-Salem. Pretty mild start to the day, relatively speaking. It's cool but manageable. 46 degrees the temperature. Light jackets needed this morning, but not a terribly bad scenario. Let's take a look here at one of the DOT cameras in Greensboro. I meant to stick the Charlotte camera in there, but it's all right. Sometimes graphics get out of order. Either way, there's a look at I-40 right around Thomasville. Really warm day yesterday. Look at these numbers, 85 in Columbia and Fayetteville. Charlotte hit 82, 84 the high in Charleston and Wilmington, hit 83 in Burlington, 80 in Asheboro, 81 in Lexington, upper 70s in the Triad, 82 in Charlotte, 81 in Gastonia and Concord, 83 in Monroe. How about 84 over in Rockingham? Even Morganton hit 81 degrees Monday afternoon. Really warm weather scenario. This morning, 40s and 50s on the board. This is during the 5 a.m. hour. Quiet on the radar and the satellite, although we do have some clouds creeping in. And I do think overall, a lot more cloud cover today than what we had over the previous couple of days. Rain this morning, pretty widespread. Ohio, Illinois, Indiana, some thunderstorms involved as well. Even some light rain in Kentucky, Tennessee, North Mississippi. A lot of cloud cover down that way too. And I think that'll feed into parts of the Carolinas at times today. All right, there's the setup. Low pressure in Kansas, trailing cold front from that. And in this increasingly unstable air, in this warm sector, there'll be a pretty good threat of severe weather coming up later today. Watch Futurecast. You'll see those big thunderstorms blossoming right there into the Ohio and the Tennessee River valleys, into the lower Mississippi Valley later today. So we have a pretty significant threat of severe weather, a Category 3 or enhanced risk of severe weather running from parts of Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, down into North Mississippi and Arkansas, and Category 2 slight risk surrounding that. So check out the Future Radar product. This is the high-resolution rapid refresh, and notice as we get toward late afternoon, you see these big thunderstorms developing and then gradually working eastward. You look at that, you say, hey, that looks pretty impressive, and yeah, it does, but it'll be weakening as it approaches the Carolinas. So today, Carolina's warm and dry. Tonight, late in the night, I think pre-dawn hours, some showers, maybe some thunderstorms roll into the high country, and they really kind of fall apart thereafter. Highs today, warm, not quite as warm in some spots as yesterday, but really similar. Kind of a comparable temperature day today. And then as we look at tomorrow, that cold front will work through the region. So showers, I do think some thunderstorms could be involved, especially in the coastal plain. But the timing of this is such that for a lot of the Piedmont, I don't think it's going to present a big severe weather threat. It kind of moves through the most stable time of day. There's your high temperatures Wednesday afternoon. Lots of sunshine Thursday with that high pressure overhead. Kind of a cool high pressure, though, so there's your highs Thursday. And Friday looks pretty good overall. Now, over the weekend, I'll show you a lot of graphics on this in just a second. Next storm system will approach. This is the European model. The previous run yesterday, the 12Z run, it was a very wintry scenario for parts of the Carolinas. It shifted north a good bit with its 0Z run, so you have rain for most of the Carolinas, a little snow involved in the mountains in the northernmost tier of North Carolina, right at the tail end of the system. The 0Z run of the GFS is still further to the south with more of a snowy scenario, I-40 corridor and points north, as that system rolls on through. So let me show you more on this here. I'll get to some of the more detailed modeling. First of all, you look aloft, and this is what we're looking at today. That's driving the severe weather threat, and then here comes that piece of energy getting here as we get into the weekend. All right, and again, that's the most recent run of the European model. So I showed you the scenario with the most recent run. This was the previous run, where it was further to the south, and that was a really snowy scenario all the way from the upstate into much of North Carolina during the day Saturday. Look at the ensemble mean. Okay, that is the ensemble mean snowfall totals, and it's shifted a little bit further north with its most recent run. All right, the GFS ensemble mean looks like that. So again, remember the operational run was snowier a little bit further to the south, but the heavier footprint of snow on even the GFS ensemble members is further to the north. And finally, here's the Canadian. It's kind of flipped and flopped on this. It's gone anywhere from a big winter storm at times to a dry frontal passage. Kind of in between on the most recent run. This is Saturday morning, and this will be Saturday evening. So you have the northern tier of North Carolina getting into some snowflakes And then a secondary piece of energy comes through on the Canadian Monday morning. That, again, is a very chilly rain, but close. Let me show you this. This is the actual GFS, the 0Z run, the precipitation type amounts here. Have a little bit of ice, freezing rain here on the I-40 corridor. Snow just near and north of there. And again, that's really the coldest model at the most recent model cycle is the 0Z run of the GFS. So two more things to show you. All right, this is another depiction of the ensemble members for the GFS. One big member that puts down, this is for Greensboro, puts over a foot of snow down. Some have zero snow at all. Others have a few inches. The European ensemble distribution for Greensboro, pretty similar. A decent number of ensemble members with no snow. Some with some pretty big numbers, and the ensemble mean is about 1 2/3 or 1 3/4 for Greensboro. So what does all that mean? I mean, at this point, for most of North Carolina, it can snow in April. It's not unheard of. It's obviously very, very late in the year, but the smart money is on a chilly rain scenario outside of the mountains for Saturday across the Carolinas. Could it wind up trending colder and involve some snow outside of the mountains? Yes, it could. But again, I'm leaning into the chilly rain scenario for now, and we'll see how this unfolds here over the next few model cycles. All right, that's it for the latest edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.